Welcome everyone to TWA's Battlefront, live at the Amalie Arena in gorgeous Tampa, Florida.
I said this once a few years ago, I'll say it again. Home of the pathetic losers that are the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Hello everyone, RJ Peckham alongside my broadcast colleague Mark Adams. Tonight, Mark, we are going to have a hell of a card here on Battlefront. There's still many more questions to be answered, Mark. First, Chuck Norris betrays Mario at Telethon. Now Wario betrays Luigi on the last Battlefront. I mean, what did Wario do this for? Did he do it for The Rock? Did he do it for Ric Flair? Did he do it for money? Did he do it for jelly beans? I mean, what's his excuse? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the TWA General Manager, Indiana Jones!
Maybe he has an answer. I'm sorry, but I have to keep harping on this. How does a team who gets 62 wins in the season, the most wins in almost 20 years, get swept in the first round?
Upsets can happen at any time, Mark.
Just a bunch of over-glorified bums, if you ask me.
Hello, TWA World. I hope you've been enjoying yourselves these past few months. It's been a while since my last State of the TWA address, but I've got some important announcements to make. As you may have heard last Battlefront, I commissioned the first ever women's bank heist ladder match for Fallout. We already have 2 ladies qualified to enter from Fox and Paramount. Tonight, Universal and Warner Brothers will get their matches. And also for tonight, well, how would you all like to see a champion versus champion match featuring Gigant versus the Terminator in tonight's main event? Actually, how about 2 champion versus champion matches? How about Frankenstein versus Bane in the penultimate match? That's right, Bane. I remember you cowering away from Frankenstein in that match with Mario last month. How about you prove to us that you are TWA's reckoning and face the TWA champion yourself?
Here comes the contender.
Captain Rhodes will get his shot at Frankenstein for the TWA Championship at Fallout. It's been well established, though, that Rhodes has a win over the current TWA champion way back in 2012 when Rhodes took the Universal title away from Frankenstein. See if he can employ the same strategy and become TWA champion for the first time in his career. But Frankenstein is one hell of a beast, and he's going to be very tough to beat. I couldn't have thought of a better idea, Indy. I appreciate you sicking Bane on my Fallout opponent. Of course, Bane or not, I got Frankenstein's number, so he's fucked regardless. You sound like you're not at all short of confidence, Captain. Now, I know as well as you do that Fallout's main event will be the biggest match of your entire career, but I would suggest that you keep your ego in check. Frankenstein is very different from the last time you beat him, and you'd better take him seriously. He's still the same walking pile of pus I took the Universal title from, so save the doomy monologue. I'll hear enough of that shit from Victor. Wish me luck, Indy.
Maybe you should use the back door, Rhodes.
Back door? I mean, what is Rhodes worried about? He said he'd take down that pile of pus head on.
I'm sure he's just trying to avoid a cheap shot from Frankenstein before Fallout.
Well, that's your spin on it. Well, coming up first on Battlefront, folks. Well, here's what's going to happen later on tonight. We got Mr. Bean taking on the returning Stalker for #1 contendership to Nazareth Universal Championship. Also tonight, we have the two monsters. Two of the most despicable rule breakers TWA has ever known, Ghostface taking on the Nightmare from Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. But we are going to start off the show with another women's bank heist Universal Division qualifier. We got Daisy taking on Elvira. Of course, Elvira has been making Santina's life miserable. She's been enjoying that so far, but she better focus on trying to defeat Daisy and inject herself into the women's bank heist match. Daisy would, of course, want to continue the role she's been on ever since she and Samus won the Women's Tag Team Championship. Our opening contest, scheduled for one fall, is a women's bank heist qualifier match. Introducing first, from Sarasaland, weighing in at 119 pounds, she is one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Daisy!
Samus wasn't even really able to enjoy their brand new title reign since she suffered that leg injury and was unable to be on Battlefront. Which is why Kitana and Melina took it upon themselves to go after Daisy, knowing that she wouldn't have backup.
Daisy might still be feeling the ramifications from being placed through that table courtesy of Kitana and Melina on the last Battlefront. And her opponent, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 138 pounds, the Mistress of the Dark, Elvira!
Elvira better get serious in there because she doesn't have a single win since she's debuted here.
Well, we'll see if Elvira's going to capitalize on a weakened Daisy. I mean, I don't know how well that spine of Daisy's is holding up. The bell has rung, and now it's go time. Daisy wrestles Elvira to the mat. Snapmare and a kick to the spine. Daisy's performed 3 kicks so far to Elvira's spine. So far, Elvira hasn't had an answer to Daisy's offense. Massive Hurricane Rana by Daisy. It would be something if Daisy, not already being one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, but she goes on to win this, enter the bank heist, and if she wins that match, possibly go on to become Women's Champion. Elvira tried to go upstairs, but to no avail. So far, Daisy has been dominating the match. And there's Daisy's own version of the Frankensteiner, I guess. Elvira punches her way out and she gets out of dodge. Elvira taking a breather on the outside, but Daisy is following her. Sort of stalking her, like the way the Stalker will be going after Mr. Bean later tonight.
That match won't last long.
I don't know what Daisy was planning to do to Elvira there, but Elvira finally gets some offense in with a kick to the face of Daisy. And looks like that breather on the outside was just what Elvira needed. But oh, wait a minute. Daisy comes back once again.
Maybe Elvira should have rethought becoming a TWA wrestler.
For that matter, so should have Barbie. Barbie, as far as I know, hasn't gotten one win.
Oh, here they come again.
What is... wait a minute, that's... supposed to be Anna, or... and Elvira just clubbed Daisy from behind that weakened back of hers. I mean, was that Anna or was that Melina? I really couldn't tell. And Elvira with a kick, I believe she calls it the Sweet Dreams.
I think that was Anna.
1, 2, 3. Elvira picks up her first victory and she's in the bank heist. Here's your winner, Elvira!
Yeah, judging from that close-up, that did look like Anna, but for some reason she had Melina's style face mask.
Nonetheless, Daisy was robbed out of a win here, but the referee's decision is final. Elvira is declared the winner. She will go on to be alongside Ray and Sarah Connor in the women's bank heist match.
But what does Anna have against Daisy?
I don't know. Is there some alliance between Anna and Kitana and Melina that we don't know about? You're welcome. Come back later. I said... Oh, how was the dark side?
John, listen to me. Please, don't do it.
What are you talking about?
John, you wouldn't believe the horrors I saw. The Stalker is not the same. He is worse.
He's the same fraud he has always been, and I'm gonna take him out for the last time.
John, please. He is more sinister and more psychotic than ever. We may have our differences, John, but I fear for your life.
What the hell is the matter with you? You're acting like you've never seen his cheap scare tactics.
John!
Just shut up. I'm gonna easily handle my brother again. Then I'll finish my business with you. Invisible Man, all out of breath. He's deathly afraid of the Stalker. Coming up next, folks, we got Tourette's guy taking on the returning James Bond, who had mysteriously disappeared. But finally, he's back now, and we'll try to get answers as to where he was for the past week or so. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by his dad, from Columbus, Ohio, weighing in at 228 pounds, Tourette guy.
Well, this is always a good guy to face if you're in a slump.
Well, he's gotten rid of that neck brace. We'll see how much his neck holds up. And here's a pop.
Is something wrong with my monitor?
That's not James Bond. What the?
I'm not getting any word on security coming out here, and the referee's not doing anything, so
this man who just goes by the identity of James Bond is now coming in, and now we have James Bond, or New Bond, as I guess I'll call him. He gets the first strike on Tourette's guy. I mean, the guy can move around the ring, I'll give him that. But that is not Bond.
he chops like Bond.
It's obvious this man has studied James Bond's arsenal pretty well, but I'm just baffled at this turn of events. Tourette's guy hasn't had an answer for New Bond's offense so far. Tourette's guy on the outside, and his dad, I don't know if he's going to console him or if he's going to slap the hell out of him.
sports guy all in a daze, and he bumps into his dad. And he's greeted with another chop, courtesy of New Bond.
You're an asshole! I'm gonna kick your ass! Son of a bitch!
Any more of those chops and Tourette's guy's chest will bleed again. That closed fist looked like it hurt. What kind of move was that? 1, 2, 3. New Bond gets the victory.
Here is your winner, James Bond.
Maybe we'll get some more answers later tonight.
I don't know what to make of the situation. Maybe a case of stolen identity, or nonetheless, this man who calls himself James Bond got the victory over Tourette's guy, a very impressive one, but he's not supposed to be here. Anyway. It's bad enough that Norris demeaned us all at Telethon. Now we're betrayed by two of our own. I just don't understand. Why would they do this? I bet somebody paid them off. All you have to do is pay Wario 1 coin and he'll be your bitch. Well, tonight, we're gonna make them our bitch. You and DK are gonna get in the ring with those turncoats and I'm gonna be at ringside to cheer you on. Luigi, maybe we should at least try talking to them before we thirst for revenge? Why? So they can attack us again? No! Everyone needs to be reminded that the Nintendo family will not be stepped over. Link's right, Luigi. I want to talk to them first. Maybe they were just trying to tell us something. Like how Chuck tried to tell you something? Luigi, I will admit, while I was preparing for Telethon, I neglected my familia. Perhaps Wario and Waluigi just felt left out. What? Are they teenagers? Come on, Mario. Luigi, just let me talk to them first. The Nintendo family is all I have left. I don't want it to implode. Go talk to Jones, Link. Book the match. Make them pay. Well, coming up next, folks, it's number 1 contendership for the Universal Championship, Mr. Bean taking on the returning Stalker. And of course, Invisible Man, we just saw, he was scared to death of the Stalker. He apparently had been through the Stalker's hell. That's where he disappeared to, and he's been trying to warn Nazareth, but the Universal Champion won't have any of it. What are you writing?
Mr. Bean's death warrant.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from London, England, weighing in at 140 pounds, Mr. Bane!
Quite frankly, the only reason I can explain Mr. Bean in this number 1 contenders match is that massive win he got over Wario on a few Battlefronts ago.
He did also have a victory over Dracula on our last house show, so that may have helped too.
But I don't like his chances going up against the man from the dark side. there he is. Looks like we didn't even need an entrance for the Stalker. And the bell is already rung. Mr. Bean, not showing any intimidation of the Stalker, I'll give him that. Starts off with a bulldog. But the Phenom comes right back up. I don't think I can even see his face.
Yeah, he's wearing that mask. I've seen that mask before. That's like a symbol of death from a certain era in history.
It's almost like a crow. Now Mr. Bean's already reeling. Gets punched to the outside. The Stalker, he's not only in this to win it, he wants to send a message to his brother, the Universal Champion Nazareth. He already took Invisible Man to hell. He hopes to do the same to Nazareth. But oh, Mr. Bean with an enziguri.
I never thought he was capable of pulling that off.
But Mr. Bean just got kicked back to reality. Stalker with a massive kick again. Oh, it's chokeslam time. Down goes Bean. And here's the pin. 1, 2. No! Only 2.
What?
I'm as shocked as you are, Adams. And wait a minute, Stalker? He's attacking referee Jordan Peterson, and that's not wise. I mean, does he want to be disqualified out of the #1 contendership?
I don't think Peterson would have the balls to disqualify him anyway.
I mean, that referee Jordan Peterson's been taking a lot of abuse lately, and a steel chair shot, and the referee gets a glimpse of it. And now Stalker.
Some sort of new finisher.
The referee throws away the chair, and here's a pin. 1, 2, 3. The Stalker is the #1 contender, albeit controversially.
Here is your winner, the Stalker!
I don't know if it's just me, but he doesn't seem as stoic as he used to be. He looks more agitated. Bean, just crawl away.
And now, Stalker, what's he... And now, Stalker, you got the title match. I mean, is he doing this to send a message to Nazareth? Because that's really not necessary. Bean, despite the attack, he's still getting back up on his feet.
I'm impressed, Bean. You're not dead. Guess I don't need this.
Well, the Stalker does go on to face Nazareth for the Universal title at Fallout, albeit I feel he should have been disqualified after hitting referee Jordan Peterson, as well as the use of a steel chair. But maybe this is all to send a message to Nazareth, I don't know. It's so personal between those two brothers. Hey, Andy!
Hi, Billy. How are you?
You catch that Tourette's guy Bond match? You notice anything strange?
I assume you're referring to the color of his skin.
Bond isn't black! He's as white can be! I think someone may have snuck into our show!
No, Billy, that was Bond. He had all his papers to prove it.
How the hell can a white guy turn black?
Well, perhaps this is just Bond reinventing himself. I mean, it seemed like it worked.
Oh, okay. Then I guess next we'll see a female John McClane or a transgender Conan.
Now, Billy, I'll admit this caught me off guard a little too, but let's try to keep an open mind. Anyone is welcome to wrestle for the TWA.
No, don't get me wrong, Indy. I'm all about that diversity shit, but come on! Bond is white!
Just give him a chance, Billy.
Yeah, sure. Well, coming up next, folks, our next women's bank heist qualifier, representing the Warner Brothers division, it's Sonya Blade taking on Kitana. Two Mortal Kombat divas going at it.
And this will be the last women's bank heist qualifier. Just to clarify to everyone, it is only 4 women for the women's bank heist.
Well, our women's division is still a bit scarce at the moment in terms of competitors. That's why we couldn't make it to 8. We'll see who wins this one.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is a women's bank heist qualifier match. Introducing first, from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 121 pounds, Sonya Blade.
Sonya Blade is one tough stick of dynamite, but she hasn't had much luck lately.
I can't think of a point ever in her career where she got lucky.
If she can win this match, this will be her luck.
And her opponent, accompanied by Melina from Edenia, weighing in at 128 pounds, Kitana!
I'm still a little puzzled by Anna coming out during Daisy and Elvira's match with Melina's mask, distracting Daisy and costing her the match.
I bet Kitana and Melina definitely had something to do with that. Although the question is, why did they need Anna to do this? Why couldn't Melina or Kitana just come out themselves?
I mean, we saw them come out themselves the previous Battlefront.
Strange alliances, strange betrayals, anything can happen in the Television Wrestling Association. And the bell is rung. Kitana trying to smother Sonya Blade, and referee Jordan Peterson had to break that up. but Sonya finally clips Kitana's knee. Sonya was not going to take any of that from Kitana. Hard chop, drop kick, but Sonya does not go down. Massive German suplex. Kitana now on the offensive with a drop kick to Sonya Blade. Massive Hurricane Rana. Melina approves of what she sees. There's a kick to the head. Here's a pin. 1. Only got a 1 count out of it.
Hey, I just realized, whoever loses this match, it won't matter, because Chronicle will probably rewind time, and they could have the match over again.
Chronicle? What are you talking about?
Oh, just the latest Mortal Kombat game. It's not important.
Well, if that's the case, can we use that Chronicle to rewind the match between Daisy and Elvira? Kitana tried to go through with a moonsault, but Sonya got out of the way, trying to apply an armbar, but Kitana comes right back. Full force kick to the head. Kitana now prancing in front of the crowd at the Amalie Arena here in Tampa. Massive drop kick again. Sonya comes back with a hard clothesline. Sonya giving the Patriot salute. And Sonya just applying the submission pretty good. She's just wrapping her legs around Kitana's neck. But Kitana finds a way to break out of it. Punch to the solar plexus, and Sonya Blade drops snake eyes right on Kitana. Sonya trying to put a boot on Kitana's face, but Kitana won't have any of that. And there's a sunset flip.
Oh, here comes payback.
And there's Daisy. She was robbed of the chance to go to the bank heist, and she knows that Kitana and Melina had something to do with this. Kitana is telling Melina to go after Daisy. And now, wait a minute! Here's Samus! Samus making her return!
She recovered that quickly?
And in full suit! Samus with the Norfair Nightmare! Melina is incapacitated. Kitana distracted. But, oh, wait a minute! Sonya! Flip out, roll up pin! 1, 2, 3! Oh, no, not 3! Wait a minute! There's the thigh sandwich! Sonya Blade going for the pin again. 1, 2, 3. Sonya is going to the bank heist.
Here is your winner, Sonya Blade!
I don't know if this is a good idea. I think Samus might be coming back too soon.
Well, Kitana and Melina drew the lines for a war when they attacked Daisy, and now the Super Smash Sisters are gonna finish it. Now we got our 4 competitors ready. Our Machete interview will be coming up next. We'll be asking Machete about his upcoming Rated R title match against the Terminator. Machete, thanks for doing this interview. How are you? Okay, so at Fallout, you will be challenging the Terminator for his Rated R championship. Not an easy task beating him. How do you plan to do it?
I will beat the Terminator.
Alright. Your friend Django is the bank heist holder. Any word about when he might be thinking of cashing his briefcase in?
Something big is coming, white boy.
Okay. Thanks, Machete. Well, Machete has no shortage of confidence in beating the Terminator for the Rated R title, and he still hasn't given a word on when Django is going to be cashing in his bank heist briefcase.
All he left us with is something big is coming. White boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Stanley Kubrick.
Wow, Kubrick is cold. He just nudged his own meal ticket.
And of course, there's Alex Delarge right behind him. This war between Alex Delarge and Jack Torrance has been going on for so long. Kubrick has finally had it with the likes of Jack Torrance.
If I know Kubrick, he must have brought that dumpster out for some sort of symbolic reason.
You can moan and groan all you want. You will not deter me from what I am about to say. Jack, are you not tired of all this? Are you not content with Alex's superiority over you? Are you so stubborn that you will sacrifice life and limb just to prove me wrong? I am never wrong, Jack. I chose Alex over you because it was a logical choice. You are too unhinged to receive my guidance, and this petty jealousy of yours must stop. Alex insists that he wants to fight you one last time. I tried my best to convince him otherwise, but his mind is set. He told me this, and his exact words were, I want to rid myself of Jack for good. I want to throw him away like the piece of trash he is. If any of you can't comprehend his symbolism, he is challenging Jack at Fallout to a dumpster match. And after Alex throws you in that dumpster, perhaps I'll toss a match in there with you and let the Inferno serve as a metaphor for your disastrous...
A dumpster match? I think Jack likes it.
Jack is telling Alex to bring it on, and Alex is more than happy to bring it to him. And tries to hit him with the steel steps. Jack takes it away from him, and here we go! These two are rocking and rolling on the outside here. Jack Torrance with a hard closed fist. And now, Jack is going to try to throw Alex into the dumpster. But, oh! Stanley Kubrick just smacked Jack Torrance with a steel chair. Go, Alex. Save your strength.
Get him again.
Man, Kubrick just continuing to smack Jack Torrance with those steel chair shots.
Yes, one more.
And, oh! Jack Torrance really got knocked out with those chair shots courtesy of Stanley Kubrick, but this is going to be a first for TWA. The first ever dumpster match. Never been done before, and we'll see if this is indeed the closing chapter in the Alex DeLarge-Jack Torrance rivalry. Coming up next, folks, the Chuck Norris Challenge. Chuck Norris, of course, has laid down the gauntlet. He realizes that Jones will not give him a TWA title rematch, so he's laying down his own challenge, daring anybody to fight him in the ring and to collect more wins so he can become #1 contender to Frankenstein's TWA championship once again. Now, I've known Chuck Norris for a long time, and I think it's very safe to say he will be the #1 contender again someday. Get out of my fucking way, Billy! Calm down, Jack. Just take a few deep breaths. What the fuck do you want? Indy sent me to tell you that he has greenlit Alex's request for the dumpster match at Fallout. Good. Now where's Kubrick? Hold on, there's more. I don't care. I just want Kubrick. Don't worry about him, Jack, because 1, Kubrick will be banned from ringside, and 2, Indy has made it a #1 contenders match for the Blockbuster title. It'll just be you and Alex. Winner takes all. Just me and Alex, huh? Just you and Alex.
Okay, now we're getting to that match.
The following contest is a Chuck Norris Challenge.
Well, the man, the legend, Chuck Norris himself.
This would likely have to be a big first challenge. I mean, who knows who could come out? It could be the Hulk. It could be TWA. It could even be Gigant.
Ladies and gentlemen, let the Chuck Norris Challenge begin. If you all can hear me back there, which I know you can, I'm here. And I will challenge any one of you as long as you walk out that curtain and get in this ring right now. So take your time. Think it over. I'll be right here.
Introducing his opponent from Kazakhstan, weighing in at 224 pounds, Borat.
Give me a break.
Borat? This was the man that Chuck Norris eliminated in roughly 2 seconds at the 2015 Royal Rumble.
I wonder if you can pin him that fast.
Well, Chuck Norris taking on Borat. This is like watching the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Patriots at this moment. Chuck with a kick. 1, 2, 3. My sentiments exactly.
Here is your winner, Chuck Norris.
Took him 2 to 3 seconds to eliminate Borat in the 2015 Royal Rumble, and it took him the same amount of time to beat Borat in the Chuck Norris Challenge. Truth be told, Mark, I can't see anybody beating Chuck Norris at his own challenge. This is the man who is the king of the Royal Rumble, eliminating 16 competitors, lasting an hour, and entering at number 1, going all the way to win. Former 2-time TWA champion. I can't see anybody beating Chuck.
You're probably right.
Please, Andy, I need help. If he finds me again, he'll kill me.
Are you sure you're not just overreacting?
Have I ever pleaded for someone's help before?
Okay, if you insist. Oh, damn, we must have blown a fuse.
That's no blown fuse. It's him. I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. Can I at least get an escort? Jones? Hey. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Help! Somebody! Help!
Let's see here.
Here we go. Good day's work. Well, the lights are back on.
Yeah, we apologize for the brief blackout.
Coming up next, folks, Link and Donkey Kong in tag team action taking on the traitorous Wario brothers. We still haven't gotten an answer as to why Wario did what he did to Luigi on the last Battlefront.
I guess Mario wasn't able to talk to the Wario brothers.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 542 pounds, accompanied by Luigi, Link, and Donkey Kong.
Luigi is really pissed off. He wants revenge not only on Chuck Norris for ending Mario's career, costing him the TWA title at Telethon, but also against these
And their opponents, at a total combined weight of 491 pounds, the Wario Brothers.
They almost look like they're in a trance or something. I mean, usually they're more energetic in their entrance. They're just walking like zombies.
They're walking like the Stalker, kind of. But that's kind of the way Wario and Waluigi were walking on the previous Battlefront. Wario just shoves his own partner, Waluigi. I know Wario's been disgruntled in recent weeks. I mean, after he lost to Mr. Bean, he brutally attacked him. And here's the bell. Link against Wario. An interesting choice, considering you would rather have a battle of muscle between Wario and Donkey Kong. Link and Luigi would be the ones to be aerial tactics, and Jordan Peterson accidentally got hurt during that little Irish whip exchange between Link and Wario. If he takes any more abuse, we're gonna get sued.
Link doing the very smart strategy and going for those weak legs of Wario.
I think Link and Waluigi can last in the ring for long periods of time, but Wario and Donkey Kong are good for like brief spurts. Wario and Donkey Kong can probably go maybe 15-20 minutes tops, but they wouldn't be able to go half an hour or Broadway, as they say in the old wrestling terms.
Much like Wario's previous matches, he's barely gotten any offense.
This match has been all Link so far. Maybe it'll be time for Wario to tag in Waluigi. And there's the Hellion DDT. This could be over before we know it. Here's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, that close. Why didn't Waluigi come in to save his partner? And now Link going for the Triforce choke. Is he going to make Wario submit right here? And it looks like that was quick. Link and Donkey Kong are the winners.
Here are your winners, Link and Donkey Kong.
I know Wario's been sucking lately, but I didn't expect a total squash.
I tell you, something's not right with these two. And now Link, he's got Wario, he's all dizzy, and Luigi getting payback for what Wario did. He just kicked his hat right off, and wait a minute. Is that a scar on Wario's forehead?
It does look like a scar. Great, yet another question.
Well, I've seen Wario compete for the longest time, and I never seen a scar on his forehead. This is raising more questions than answers. We still don't know why Wario did what he did to Luigi, and now we don't know how he got that scar on his forehead. But coming up next, folks, I have an interview with the undefeated German giant Gigant. He is 23-0, and he will, of course, be putting his primetime title on the line at Fallout against a man who is undefeated himself, the man they call Bruce Lee. Thanks for lending us some of your time, Gigant. Well, let's get to the point. At Fallout, you will face the toughest challenge of your career since the last toughest challenge in your career against Karis at Telethon. You will be defending your primetime title against a man who, like you, is undefeated this season, Bruce Lee. Is there a special strategy you thought of in order to figure him out and retain your title?
I will crush him. That's the only strategy I've used for the past 23 matches.
Well, with all due respect, Gigant, Bruce Lee doesn't look like an opponent that can easily be crushed.
RJ, the only thing that matters to me more than my title is my streak. I will not lose.
Alright, well, before we get to Fallout, you'll be facing an equally tough opponent tonight in the Terminator. Do you see this as a nice test for yourself heading into the pay-per-view?
I see it as chance to go 24-0.
You sound very confident, Gigant. Good luck in your match at Fallout.
Thank you, RJ.
Gigant himself, no shortage of confidence when going up against the Terminator tonight and going up against the man they call Bruce Lee at Fallout.
Ever since TWA, Gigant's opponents just keep getting tougher and tougher.
Of course, Gigant ran a gauntlet himself that got him to 23-0 on the last Battlefront, and that was a first. Coming up next, folks, a battle between two men that wouldn't necessarily be called fan favorites. Ghostface taking on Freddy Krueger.
And as Jones stipulated last Battlefront, if Ghostface wins this match, he will go to the Warner Brothers division, while Freddy will go to Paramount.
So it's imperative that Ghostface wins this if he wants to get the trade. Otherwise, if he loses, he's stuck at Paramount, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. introducing first, from Woodsboro, California, weighing in at 218 pounds, Ghostface!
Speaking of Gigant running the gauntlet in that match, I received word that Jim Carrey himself has suffered a severe concussion thanks to that match because, well, I guess that's what would happen to you if you suffered 3 consequences within a span of 5 minutes.
I don't know what he was thinking when he was going in as the Mask, the Cable Guy, and as Ace Ventura, all using his 3 personas to try to break Gigant's streak, but to no avail.
And his opponent, from the dream world, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Nightmare from Elm Street, Freddy Krueger!
The Apex Child Predator.
What?
There has been no one in the Television Wrestling Association that has been more dastardly, more evil than that man, Freddy Krueger. So it'll be very interesting to see Ghostface facing a challenge of a man who is like his mirror image.
Well, speaking of mirror image, Ghostface once again has his ghost fakes out here with him.
Now, if this match were to take place in the dream world, Freddy could handle all 3 of them head on. But he's in reality now, and he's not going to be able to use the same carny tricks that he uses. He won't have the ancient dream demons. And here's the bell. This is also a battle to determine who is Wes Craven's greatest creation. And so far, the match has gone fast and furious. Ghostface off to a good start. Of course, I think this is the first time Freddy Krueger has wrestled since the main event of Telethon 6. Back in 2015. It was there that Freddy Krueger was in the main event and he lost the TWA championship to Chuck Norris.
And then on the last Battlefront before TWA shut down, he wanted to have his crowning moment in his career, but it ended up being his most embarrassing one, getting beaten up by Jason and Michael, his 2 biggest rivals. And if I remember correctly, Ghostface was there, and he just let it happen.
Indeed, these 2 men were formerly tag team partners. But it's really no surprise to see one or the other stab each other in the back. These 2 men will do whatever it takes to win. So far, Ghostface is off to a really good start. Maybe some ring rust on Freddy's behalf. Oh, Ghostface trying to go for a suplex, but Freddy reverses it. Freddy with a pin. One. Only a 1 count. This is Ghostface's chance to win this match and move to Burbank, where the Warner Brothers division is.
Okay. We'll see how much he really likes it in a division with more competition.
I mean, Ghostface, if he moves to Warner Brothers, he's going to have to face the likes of an Alex DeLarge or a Jack Torrance or a Bane. Oh, not to mention Scorpion and Sub-Zero, 2 other competitors Ghostface might have to encounter.
Yeah, those are far cries from Ammo, Bulk Hogan, and Tourette's guy.
Scorpion and Sub-Zero will of course be challenging the current tag team champions Friday the 31st for the tag team championships at Fallout. Freddy with an uppercut, but Ghostface does not go down. This match has no finesse to it at all. This is just down and dirty tactics from 2 of the biggest rule breakers the Television Wrestling Association has ever had. And a hard clothesline to the back of the neck courtesy of Ghostface. Freddy got distracted by one of the Ghost Fakers and it cost him. And oh no, the Ghost Fakers now bringing in the steel chair for Ghostface to use. Normally I would warn that it would be a disqualification for Ghostface, but I don't care about either one of these individuals. And Freddy working over the leg of Ghostface. And now, I think that's a different version of the camel clutch, but Ghostface comes right back with a DDT. Ghostface trying to get some accolades from the crowd here in Tampa, and he's not getting any. Hard clothesline to the outside. And you know the Ghost Fakers, they're waiting. They're ready to pounce if need be. And I have a feeling that the Spanish announce table is getting ready to be destroyed. And multiple punches to the solar plexus. Freddy goes down hard.
6.
Maybe Ghostface is hoping to get a count-out victory.
7.
Ghostface, I think, tried to chop him, but Freddy comes right back. And now he sends Ghostface to the outside. Referee Jordan Peterson is going to have a hell of a time trying to restore order between these 2 individuals. Freddy with a kick to the gut himself. I don't think I see the butcher knives anymore. Another kick and an uppercut. These 2 are trying to inflict as much damage as they can on the outside to soften their opponent on the inside. Freddy tried to go for a clothesline, but it was too slow. And Ghostface plants him with a kick I think he's getting ready to go for the Ghost Rider. And oh no! Nightmare out of nowhere! Freddy just knocked out Ghostface with that one, and now one of the Ghostmakers on the outside. Freddy makes him pay. Here comes the other Ghostfaker, and Freddy gives him a nightmare for his efforts.
Again, the ghost fakes, not very effective.
Referee hasn't called a disqualification. And oh, Ghostface took the time to get up, and there's the Ghost Rider. And here's the pin. 1, 2, only 2. Ghostface cannot believe he didn't have the victory right there. And Freddy, the Nightmare, once again. And here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Freddy gets the victory, and Ghostface stays in Paramount.
Here is your winner, Freddy Krueger!
Are you sure he isn't a fan favorite, RJ? Because it sounds like he's getting a pretty good response here.
Well, I attribute that to the fact that Freddy's been here in the Television Wrestling Association for a very long time, and he is accomplished as a former TWA champion in his own right. He's won a lot of titles here and there, so I guess there's respect, if you will, from these fans here in Tampa for Freddy Krueger. Other than that, I still don't approve of the way the man tries to get his victories. But nonetheless, Ghostface, after all his complaining, after all his fussing around, he lost to Freddy Krueger. He's going to have to stay at Paramount, and there's nothing he can do about it.
But I bet deep down he likes it.
Likes it? What do you mean?
Likes the lack of competition.
So then why did he complain to begin with? That doesn't make any sense. What the hell did you do to Wario? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about the crudely stitched scar across his forehead, you sick freak. What did you do to him? You got me. If you must know, I lobotomized them. You would be astonished how little money they agreed to for my surgery. Just as I thought. You are one screwed up nutcase, you know that? I've heard those insults from many hypocrites just like you. Who's the one who, instead of talking to his comrades, immediately opted for a fight? I did more than nullify your so-called allies. I revealed to everyone the frustrations you truly feel towards your brother and your friends. Oh, bravo, Doctor! You just pissed me off. And you know what? How about I take it out on your monster next Battlefront? I think that's a good idea, my boy. What do you think? And oh! Looks like a fight has broken out in the back between Luigi and the TWA champion Frankenstein.
So did I hear that correctly? Victor lobotomized Wario and Waluigi?
And for very little money, I might add. I mean... And oh, Frankenstein just rammed Luigi into a car. Punch to the gut. And, oh! Luigi was just that lucky that the windshield didn't break. And now Luigi, what's he doing? He's climbing up that barricade. Luigi, what are you doing? Oh! He tried to go high risk on a move on Frankenstein, but it did not work. Oh. And now here comes Victor, but oh! Link surprised him with a drop kick. And now Link's got a chair. Frankenstein continued to ram Luigi into that side of the limousine. And oh, Link smacks Frankenstein in the back with a steel chair. Let's get out of here, Luigi. Link just saved Luigi in the nick of time. Frankenstein was ready to inflict more damage, possibly end Luigi's career, but Link came through and saved his Nintendo family brethren. Luigi has got a lot of issues to deal with, first with Chuck Norris, with Wario, and also with Frankenstein. And speaking of Frankenstein, coming up next, he will go one-on-one with TWA's reckoning, Bane. I believe this is the first time these two competitors are going to meet.
And you know me, I always love these villain versus villain matches.
Much like the Freddy Ghostface match, Frankenstein and Bane are not what you call fan favorites. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the fans are going to navigate this matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the pit, weighing in at 285 pounds, he is the current TWA Blockbuster Champion, Bane!
I'll tell you another person who should be navigating this match, Alex DeLarge, because he's gonna beat Jack Torrance in that dumpster match at Fallout, and he'll become the #1 contender to the Blockbuster title.
You don't know that. It could very well be Jack Torrance that wins the match and goes on to face Bane for the Blockbuster title.
No, he's gonna end up at the dump.
Will you be serious? Oh, my neck. You remember that weak peasant attack? Remember it at Fallout? And remember it when you go out there right now. Let's go.
And his opponent, accompanied by Victor Frankenstein from Germany, weighing in at 300 pounds, he is the current Television Wrestling Association champion, Frankenstein's Monster!
Both these guys aren't just villains. They're also very low on stamina, so I imagine this match won't last very long.
It probably will be 10 minutes tops. Not to mention, Frankenstein, I gotta think he suffered some damage when Link smacked him with that steel chair through the back. And we all know the hard beating that Victor took at the hands of Link backstage. And if he tries anything here in this match, Bane's gonna give a chiropractic adjustment the hard way. We've seen what Bane can do to people's spines. And Frankenstein, the TWA champion, starting off strong against the current Blockbuster champion, excuse me. Captain Rhodes, I'm sure, is also watching this match. Bane with a German suplex. We know the history that Captain Rhodes has with Frankenstein. Also be interesting to point out, Captain Rhodes also had a history with Bane. And now Frankenstein, he's got to steal steps. And I'm getting reports here that according to Indiana Jones, per his order, this match has been made no disqualification. So that way these two don't try to get themselves counted out. So there will be a winner via pinfall or submission. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. As I said, we know about the history between Captain Rhodes and Frankenstein. Rhodes defeated Frankenstein to win his first Universal title, but also to point out that Rhodes defeated Bane to win his second Universal title.
Yeah, he's just amazing, isn't he?
The Blockbuster champion, Bane, is now in the driver's seat, lifting the 300 pounds dead weight of the Television Wrestling Association champion, Frankenstein. Nobody has been able to do that.
Oh shit, we've made all this talk about Alex, Captain Rhodes, Frankenstein. I almost forgot that Bane is going to be defending his Blockbuster title at Fallout against Jaws.
And I think Jaws and Frankenstein are roughly the same height. So, if Bane can perform really well against Frankenstein here, then if I were Jaws, I'd actually keep my eyes out and be a little concerned.
If I were Jaws, I'd wear my brown pants.
You just never stop, can you? Bane has been performing really well here, and now Victor Frankenstein getting frantic, distracting Bane. He better watch himself. Of course, it's no disqualification, so Victor can interfere as many times as he wants. And Victor was trying to undo the turnbuckle.
I think he got his cufflinks stuck in the turnbuckle for a second.
And unfortunately, there's nothing referee Jordan Peterson can do about it because it's no disqualification. And Frankenstein tried to smack Bane with a steel chair, but he blocked it. And here's the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. We got a chair. We got steel steps in the ring.
Bane is doing quite well against Frankenstein, better than any of his other opponents before this night. Although you gotta wonder if he was in fact softened up by Link.
it'll be very interesting if Bane actually keeps up his undefeated streak here, being with Blockbuster Champion and all. He could actually end up being a number one contender for the TWA Championship at some point in the future.
I doubt Frankenstein will submit.
Never have I seen Frankenstein tap out to any submission hold. I mean, he's a dead man. He doesn't feel pain. And now the TWA champion reeling to the outside. I have never seen him in this situation before. But wait a minute. Frankenstein now trying to break Bane's back. Frankenstein now grabbing Bane's playbook and using it against him.
Oh, let me guess, Frankenstein's gonna throw him through the table too?
I think it's bound to happen eventually. Frankenstein drops Bane on the top rope. And now the TWA champion is in the driver's seat. Not to mention Dead Man can't drive. And now Bane gets back on offense. There's a hard elbow. Victor is starting to get quite frantic. And now Bane just grabs Frankenstein, possibly by the bolts in his neck.
He almost ripped his head off of that stitched neck.
1, 2. Only 2, but that was very, very close. Massive spine buster. I think we're only a minute or so away from the coma driver. Belly to belly suplex.
And that's the third time Frankenstein has had to retreat to the outside.
But it seems Frankenstein gets the advantage when he lures Bane to the outside. So it seems when it comes to the confines of this match, Bane does better in the ring while Frankenstein does better on the outside. Frankenstein has not had an answer for Bane. This match so far has been like 70-80% Bane and only 20-30% Frankenstein. Frankenstein with a hard shot and a boot finally floors him.
Oh, this actually could be already over.
Oh, but Bane just stopped the brain chop. He knew it was coming, and now 1, 2. Jesus Christ, Superstar. That was very, 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 very close. Victor has got to be sweating right now. Bane once again picking up Frankenstein's 300-pound frame. Frankenstein tried to go for a kick. Bane blocked it. Irish whip coming up. And finally the boot nails the mark. That had to have hurt, considering Bane, if it wasn't for that air mask, he'd be totally out of breath. With that 300-pound frame that Frankenstein has stomping all over him. And Bane with a rib breaker. Bane's got a chin lock. Victor is begging for his monster to get back up. And a suplex coming up, and very nearly landed on the steel steps. Here's the pin, but Frankenstein used his foot on the ropes. Frankenstein with a power slam.
At this point, all it could take is one finisher to put this match away.
One brain chop from Frankenstein, one coma driver from Bane, and it's all over. And now Bane with a crossface. Once again, he's trying to do the impossible and make Frankenstein submit. But to no avail. That, I guess, is the one weak spot that Bane does. He keeps trying to get Frankenstein to submit, but dead men, as I say, don't feel pain. Bane wants to get the victory. He needs to focus on getting the coma driver and the pin. Bane, of course, was also a former Universal Champion and was the runner-up in the 2015 Royal Rumble. These two once again going to the outside. These two, I guess, could go for the pin on the outside if they wanted to. Frankenstein nailing Bane with a sledgehammer. It's all legal. Hard clothesline. And a stomp to the face. And now Bane trying to go for a gorilla press slam, but Frankenstein reverses it with a DDT. And now, oh, here it comes! Bane with a coma driver that fast. This could be it. Here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Bane pulls off the upset of the century.
Here's your winner, Bane!
Do you realize that if the TWA title was on the line, Bane would be the champion?
I'm sure Captain Rhodes is feeling a lot more confident since Frankenstein lost this match, but Jaws is going to have to be deathly concerned, possibly afraid when he goes into the ring with Bane. He just nailed a man who was not only 8 feet tall, but the TWA champion, for God's sake. What's he going to do to Jaws at Fallout?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Katniss Everdeen!
Katniss is also going to be at Fallout, as she will be once again competing for the Women's Championship, but this time she'll be facing Wonder Woman.
What's with Katniss's eyes? Sort of slanted. But that's a nitpick here and there. Katniss, this will be her second chance at going for the Women's Championship. So, after beating Daisy yet again in a match that I shouldn't have had to compete in, I finally have my women's title rematch. About damn time. I should have gotten the rematch right away after Barbie helped her little BFF at Blockade. Part of me says that I won't have to deal with you anymore now that Santina's back in her place, but another part of me says you're going to try and reveal your phony secret that you claim to have on me. You know nothing about me, and this secret is nothing more than a lie to try and throw me off my game. But so help me, Barbie, if you come out here with that stupid shirt of yours again, I'll spear you all the way to Kingdom Come. As for you, Wonder Woman, I've got something to say to your face, so why don't you come down here? Well, here's the TWA Women's Champion. She won the belt from Santina at Telethon 7. We'll see how she fares against Katniss Everdeen, who is a former women's champion in her own right.
Katniss sure has been complaining a lot, hasn't she?
I really don't understand what her change in attitude has been lately, but maybe she'll mellow out if she wins the title. I'm disappointed in you. I heard your comments before Telethon, admiring Santina as if she did something to earn the Women's Championship. Santina is nothing more than a product of the perverted minds of the pigs who run this organization. She was handed the women's title to keep strong women like us down and create a divide in the TWA. Sounds to me more like you were the one creating a divide here. What's happened to you lately? You've been spewing hateful speech and calling everyone derogatory names. You're better than that. I've opened my eyes. That's what happened to me. Those misogynists back there, and let's be honest, you misogynists only want pretty little dumb models as women's champion so you can pleasure yourselves to their photos in the TWA calendar. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of waiting for a change. So the only way there will be a change is if I win my second women's championship by beating you. Excuse me? Sorry. I'm sorry, Kat. Barbie said she'd fire me if I didn't do this. Katniss's secret is that in 2014, she... No. I'm sorry. Barbie made me...
That's just a makeup artist. She didn't have to spear her.
And now Wonder Woman is checking up on the makeup artist. I gotta say, Katniss has developed a very bad attitude lately. I mean, calling the TWA, calling us misogynists? She became a star here in the Television Wrestling Association. She won the Women's Championship from Sarah Connor at Telethon 5, and she's screaming about oppression. I really don't understand what's going on with this woman. Coming up next, folks, the main event. It's the undefeated 23-0 Gigant Primetime Champion taking on the new Rated R Champion, the Terminator.
Who, by the way, is also undefeated in this season.
It'll be an interesting fight between the Teutonic Tower of Terror and the Cyborg, the Machine, T-101. Terminator won the Rated R title in a steel cage at Telethon from Ghostface.
The following contest is our main event, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Munich, Germany, weighing in at 365 pounds, he is the current TWA Primetime Champion, Gigant.
Ever since this man won the primetime title, it's practically been a futile effort for anyone in the 20th Century Fox division to contend for that title.
And his opponent, from the future, weighing in at 384 pounds, he is the current TWA Rated R Champion, the Terminator!
Who's that?
That's Django! The current bank heist winner. He's assaulting the Terminator.
What's this for?
And there's Machete, and he just smacked Gigant in the back with a steel chair. What is happening? And Terminator got one shot in on Django. Trying to go for the chair. Django just floored the T-101.
Are these two going to be in any shape to compete now?
I really don't know. And Machete is taking Gigant and... And now Machete just throws referee Jordan Peterson out. And power slam right through the table.
What was all this for?
I have no idea. Machete assaulting Gigant, Django assaulting the Terminator. We still have more questions than answers. We'll hope to figure this out soon enough. I'd like to thank you for joining us, everybody. Oh! Django with another steel chair shot to keep the Terminator down. Anyway, follow us on Instagram. Hit that like button. And of course, as always, comment as you see fit. Thanks for joining us, everybody. RJ Peckham and Mark Adams signing off.